Hello, good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the next new lesson, the lesson which is very practical and which is very useful to us in our day to day life. 1.4 Big Data, Big Insight. Before starting with this lesson, as we usually do, first we are going to solve some activities. So we'll come to know the concept for this lesson. Students, here on this page number 35, you can see two activities are given. From that we are going to solve the second one, this one. Okay, now what actually you have to do here, you have to write the sources from where you get the different types of the information. Okay, so first source it is already given to you, that is Facebook. Now we have to suggest some more sources of information. Okay, so your time starts now. Okay, students, so your answer might be websites, televisions, radio channels, mobiles, and so on. Okay, so all these are the sources from where we can get the different type of the information. Obviously here we are talking about the information, means this lesson it is related to information, which is also called as data. Okay, so here two words we can see which are very important in this lesson, that is data and insight. Big is an adjective which is used for the data as well as for the insight. Okay, so what is mean by data? Data actually it is the information, especially it is a scientific or the computational information which is collected. Okay, and if it is big, so it is called as big data. So it is big type of the information. Next is insight. Insight, sight means view, that is inner view, that is deep inspection, introspection. Okay, so what we are going to do with this data, how we are going to look towards this data, how we are going to use this data, it is called as big insight. Means now already we have collected the data from the different sources, we have that data. Now when we are going to utilize this data, so that is insight. Okay, now here I want to give you an example, students. When you are going to be give your final examination, and when you are going to be uh, get your mark sheet in your hand, so that time so many institutions, so many colleges are going to call you. Okay, so these institutions they are going to call you and they are going to ask for your admissions. Okay, so how these institutions or the colleges they got your number, from where they have got your number? Sometime maybe some people they are going to come to your house, okay, and they can ask you for the admission for your next planning. Okay, so here is the question, that how they got your address or how they got your information. So might be they have got your information through your mobile phones, and data is collected somewhere. Okay, now they have used this data and they called you. So like this, somewhere all this data get collected, and how the people use that data, that we are going to see in this lesson, in this chapter. Big data is a term which is used to describe a collection of data that is huge in size, and yet it is growing extremely rapidly with the time. Such a collection of data is so large and complex that none of the traditional data management tools are able to store it or process it efficiently. So in this lesson, it tells us about the methods of collection of data, the advantages of big data in various fields of life, and the information we can get it by its use. Okay, so if we talk about the traditional method, so these much data we are not able to collect it, we are not able to store it. Okay, it's impossible to write and to maintain it. So that's why the computers are there, laptop, mobiles are available, new technology it is there, from which we can store this data and we can maintain it, and whenever we want, we can use it in a proper way. Okay, so here actual lesson we are going to start now. So student, let's begin. Big data, big insight. Okay, now here the introduction part is given about big data. So what is big data? Today we can see there is a revolution, means it's a sudden change in the lifestyle of the people, and because of this, what happened, it has been affected because of big data. Our all habits, like food habit, healthcare, our traveling habit, our scientific pursuits, all get changed because of this big data. Now student, when we like a post on Facebook or share a post on WhatsApp, or we visit any website, or we do online purchases, or when you watch videos on YouTube, the variety of activities we do online is recorded. It is monitored and analyzed. So a huge amount of data is collected. Data is also collected swiftly from the different sources. From example, web, sales, customer contact center, social media, mobile data, and so on. Big data analytics is used to give insight that were previously incomprehensible, means it was impossible previously, but nowadays to record this data, to monitor this data, to analyze it is possible nowadays because of this big data. So as more and more people use internet, social media, make online purchases, use mobile phones, and are generally more active online, big data is increasing in volume, variation, velocity, and accuracy and value in leaps and bounds. So student, when we write or when we try to keep this data somewhere manually, so that time sometime it can be happen that we cannot be accurate. Okay, so but it does not happen when we use this big data. So this information is very accurate, it is very proper, we get monitorized information. So here we can take the example of this online learning. Nowadays teachers are teaching online, students are learning virtually. So now you have given your unit test first. Okay, so your paper will be evaluated by computers only. So that is big data, because when the students they are giving exam online, all data get collected, it gets sorted out automatically, it will get checked by the computer and you will get your result. So this is the type of the big data, this is the example of the big data. Okay, now students, when we are using this big data concept, so it can be in petabytes or exabyte. This two new words you can see here. Let me show you. Okay, so when this big data gets stored, so it can be in the form of petabytes or exabytes. So petabyte means what? It is the unit which is used for the information which is equal to 1000 millions. Okay, so if your data get collected in a form of 1000 millions, so that time it is called as petabytes. And exabyte means it is unit which is used to measure the data, and it is equal to 1 quintillion. It can be trillions, it can be billions. Okay, so like this, by using these units, this all data get stored, get record. Okay, now industries, they also can be benefited from this data. So this huge amount of data is available in the industries. For example, in the tourism industry, through big data, travel agencies and hotels can identify the times when there are more crowds and hence more demand for the certain tourism spot. So they can accordingly make arrangement for more flights, trains, buses, tours, labors, essential items, and etc. Hotels can use big data to compile and analyze information about their main competitors, so that they are aware of what other hotels or business are offering customers. Means in short, we can say that in every field nowadays this big data concept get used. Okay, so now the next point is uses of big data. Here we are going to see a numbers of uses of big data. Everywhere in every field nowadays this big data, it is used by the people, it is used by the companies, managers, accountant, industries, organizations, and so on. Okay, so one by one we are going to check how this big data is useful in every um, field. Okay, so the first use of big data, it is in the field of location tracking. So here we can see the uses of the big data. Big data has been useful in identifying and tracking the exact location of a place. GPS and Google Maps make use of big data. With geographic positioning and radio frequency identification sensors, we get up-to-date data about traffic on a particular route. Information if the route is closed or it is a one-way route, understanding accident-prone areas also. Thus, we can plan our own route according to the travel time and the transportation of goods. If we have ordered something online, so we can track the location of our goods in transit. We can also track the condition of the goods. All this has immensely helped the logistic companies to reduce risk in transport and improve the speed and the reliability in delivery. So, with the help of this GPS and Google Maps, we can this data get record and we can use this for tracking the location. Okay, now here I want to give you example. Suppose if you drive a two-wheeler, and if you have to go to a new shop or hotel or some other place, and you find out the route through the GPS and follow this route. So you used Google Maps when you went somewhere. Now suppose if you went Goa, with your family and you wanted to calculate the distances and use the best routes. So with the help of this GPS you can find the location, you will get the exact location for that particular place. Okay, and suppose if you have ordered something online, so you can just check where your product is, you can just check the route of your product and how much time it will take to reach you. So this is the use of big data to find the location, to track the location. Now next use of the big data, it is to understand the weather pattern, which is very important. Big data is a term which is used to define a massive amount of data on a large scale, be it structure, semi-structure and unstructured, from the several resources like media and public data, sensor data, etc. Data is collected and prepared at a very rapid rate with the help of super fast and highly processed computers for real-time and wide-range application extensively. To bring this data into action and information, analysis of data is required, and therefore big data analytics steps come out. We can deploy three main characteristics of this big data. Students, here, as a function of big data technology and its application, we specify the role of big data analytics for predicting the weather changeable essence with respect to the natural disaster and many other events. Okay, now here we can take the example of Kerala, which has affected by floods in 2018. Okay, so from a study report, major reason behind flood, it is about 90% of the rainfall which occurs during 6 monsoon month. The highly intensity storm prevailing during the monsoon months result in heavy discharges in all the rivers. As a consequence, Kerala suffered from huge loss of mankind. There are many other similar events all other the world that can't be controlled completely, but at least we can save people, land, properties, etc. from this event. So if we are able to forecast the weather, so that time, like this disaster we cannot control it, okay, 100%, that because that is natural disaster, so we can't control it, but at least we can at least save the people, we can at least save the land, properties. So by using this big data we can do this. So how we can do that? Now there are the weather sensors and satellites set up all around the globe. So huge amount of data is continuously being received from them, and this data, it is help us to understand the weather, and it help the weather forecasting, means what can be happen in future. Weather pattern give us warnings of the impending means which is going to be happen, which can be happen, like the natural calamities, natural disasters like floods, earthquake, tsunami. So we can, what the people can do, what the government can do, at least whatever necessary preparations are there to combat, to fight with this disaster, we can make it in advance. So we can study the global warning, predict availability of the natural resources like the water. Okay, so by using this big data we can at least reduce the intensity of this natural calamities, and we can save our earth. Next is healthcare industry, where this big data get used. Healthcare industry, which is very important industry. So big data has changed the way we manage, analyze the data in any industry. One of the most promising areas where it can be applied to make a change is healthcare industry. Healthcare analytics have the potential to reduce cost of treatment, predict outbreaks of epidemics, avoid preventable diseases, and improve the quality of life in general. Average human lifespan is increasing along world population, which poses new challenges to today's treatment delivery methods. Health professionals, just like business entrepreneurs, are capable of collecting massive amount of data and look for best strategies to use these numbers. So in healthcare industry, big data get used. Various apps, smart watches, gadgets, etc. collect data about the various functions of our body. So nowadays we can see the people, they prefer smart watches. They like to wear the smart watches because it everything gets saved, everything gets stored in that watch. um, what are the functions of our body, so everything gets stored in that, as well as data analyze and feedback provided. Doctors can have a better diagnosis of any ailment, effects of any drug. Past data of patients maintained with the help of big data, and suggestion solutions for their problems can be given by doctor by using that past data, and it helps in monitoring the outbreaks of epidemics and diseases. So obviously the big data has certainly improved the quality of life. Through various apps, we can maintain our body weight and exercise levels and remain healthy. Our heart rate, sleep patterns, etc. can be monitored, and any changes can be immediately reported to the doctor. So nowadays in smartwatch, all the functions are given that when you do the exercise, so that time also how many calories you have burned, or how much so this smartwatch, it will help you to keep up with your fitness goal. So if you are ever thinking of taking fitness tracker, you can replace it with a good smartwatch. Okay, so with the help of this smart watch, or with the help of this app, um, you can just measure the calories, how much you have eaten, and you can plan thus to your meal. It also records your weight and tells you whether it has grown up or down. There is a very clear graph to which gives you complete information of the ups and downs in your weight. Okay, so this was the example of smartwatch, how it is useful and how the data gets stored in your smartwatch. Not only the smartwatch, but you can use different apps in your mobile also. By with the help of this app, you can just be conscious about your health. So in a simple way, that big data, it is useful in the healthcare industry too. Student, next is banking, finance and trading, where the big data get used. The banking industry is a prime example of how technology has revolutionized the customer experience. If we think for the days when the customers, they had to stand in line on a Saturday morning just to deposit their paycheck, customers can now use their mobile phones to check their account balance, to deposit checks, pay bills and transfer money. Now there is no need for them to even leave the house. These self-service features are fantastic for customer, but they are one of the main reason why traditional banks, they are struggling to compete with the similar business and online only financial institution. Since customer actively now occurs mostly online, certain in-person service that brick and mortar banks have been known to provide are no longer relevant to customer needs. So banking and finance sectors, they use this big data to predict as well as to uh, to prevent the cyber crimes as well as the card fraud detection, archival or the audit trails, etc. um, Student, now here I want to ask you that if somebody asks you for the personal details on the social media, so that time what is your reaction? What you do? So directly you give your personal details to that person? No, actually we should not do that. If the person is asking us our card details or our bank details, so that time we should not give that. What we should do that time, first we should try to find out that who's that person is. Okay, don't give that person, don't reveal your credit or debit card pin numbers, even if that person is going to tell you that that person is from bank. Okay, and as well as what you have to do, you have to keep your social accounts private and visible only to your friends. Why this all things you have to do? Because all this record gets saved and any person can use this data. That person can cheat you by using your personal data. Okay, so these things we have to take care, because big data, it is used get everywhere. Every coin has two sides, so obviously when we are getting lots of benefits of this big data, so there are some negative points too. So student, here by analyzing the past data of their customers and the data on previous brute force attack, banks can predict the future attempts. Brute force attacks means what? It is a cyber attack that relies on guessing all possible combination of a targeted password until the right one is found. Okay, now here already bank has information about the customers. Okay, so by analyzing that past data with the previous data, banks can predict the future attempt of that person. Big data also helps in predicting the cyber crimes. Okay, it also handle the issue related mistransactions. Mistransaction means the wrong transaction. If the wrong transaction has been done, so that time this big data, it is useful to sort out this problem and failures in net banking. Sometimes it happens when we do net banking, so there can be error in network, so that time this big data, it is very useful. It can even predict possible spikes on servers, so that the banks can manage transactions accordingly. Spikes means sudden increase. Okay, so if there is sudden increase on server, so that time the banks, they can manage exchange of funds or money accordingly. The Security Exchange Commission SEC is using big data to monitor financial market for possible illegal trades and the suspicious activities. The SEC is using network analytics and natural language processor to identify the possible frauds in the financial markets. So in the financial markets also, big data, it is very useful. By using this big data, SEC, that is the Securities Exchange Commission, they can monitor, they can just stop the trades illegal things what are happening on the what are happening in the financial field. Now here the last point, With the big data analytics, the study of investment patterns of the people can be done. We can analyze the bank deposits made, the loans taken, and the equity trading. Equity trading means which is essentially to purchase or sell of company stock through one of the major stock exchanges. So we can find out the business across borders, we can find out how many industries have come up and what the industrial economy is. From all this information we understand the economy of the country. So like this, big data, it is useful in the banking, finance and trading sectors too. So student, today we are going to stop here. Next point, in the next lecture we will continue. Today we have discussed about what is mean by big data and how it is useful in the different fields. Uses of the big data we have seen in location tracking, in forecasting the weather patterns, as well as big data which get used in healthcare industry, and last one in banking and finance trading. In banking and finance sectors it is useful because it helps to predict and prevent the cyber crimes, card fraud detections and the archival of the audit trails. In the next lecture we are going to continue the uses of big data in the field of sports, advertising, entertainment media, education industry. Thank you and have a nice day.